Well, you guys, I've been spending more time on the Reddit game collecting forums, and I've got to say that I've just kind of had an epiphany. I can't really... Hopefully, by the end of this, you'll understand what I mean. Graded collectors are the worst, IMO. That is objectively true. Grading for cards makes sense because I can still interact with them and they are actually persevered. Games, on the other hand, are a media that you have to use to experience and are electronic, so no matter how much you try to persevere something, it will break eventually, so that sealed 90 game, when it's finally opened, might have a short, or in the case of something like old Pokemon games, a busted battery. When you go to open your 90 graded Pokemon game, the game inside could literally be broken. Also, on the note of perseverance, this game case here isn't even waterproof. The company's name is WATA, and they don't even protect against damage from WATA. That's a scam. It's masturbation for rich pricks. Exactly, and I'm done jerking these assholes off. Now, it's easy for you to tell the difference between a 9.0 and a 9.6 on a comic book scale because you look at every single page. Most video games, it's difficult to tell the differences between a 9.0 and a 9.6. Personally, I think they're grading the plastic wrap at this point. You hit the nail on the head. The cardboard in a sealed copy will almost always be perfect. They are grading the plastic. Another example of them being a scam. They are literally grading the plastic wrap and not even telling you. The people then defends graded games are the same people then wants you to invest in NFTs. I'm sorry for pumping it so much, but I just really thought VFriends was cool. The problem is how it's causing prices of CIB and loose games to skyrocket as well, so collectors such as this person who just want to play a game on original hardware are screwed over. Those ridiculous auctions are averaged into the price the game sells for, heavily skewing it to the point where a very common game like Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt is going for $50. Totally agree. Also, it may even get worse with these piecemeal investment firms buying up sealed games with spurious grading and then offering up a small slice to speculative investors. It sounds an awful lot like mortgage-backed security is being repacked and resold leading up to the housing bubble. Literally this, you guys, and I've been saying this since the start. The fractional investment companies are just mortgage-backed securities with a different name on them. Or this person just watched The Big Short. I honestly don't know. Such a shame that no one's playing those copies. A game not played is a game betrayed. Write that down. Okay, well, all I'm saying is it's capitalism and it's their right to do so and others' right to pay for it. It's pretty clever, I think, on the part of whoever is selling it, but I mean, it's just entertainment and collecting and people spend this to make this. It's like trading cars or pristine paintings. I happen to think what's more despicable is entertainment that consumes lots of resources like golf, football, NASCAR, and other pointless shit that burns lots of fuel or makes paraplegics so they can't even walk anymore. Those are the parts of capitalism I think are evil. Exactly. This one was also a big game changer for me. He says buying expensive sealed games just tells me that you eat soy and too much. I know it might sound silly, but I'm sick of being a soy boy. I think that's a bad thing. I no longer want to be associated with it. It's almost the opposite of sports cards. I know there are hidden gems that were ran in limited numbers, but many of the best games for each consoles were made in large numbers, often getting re-releases. Games were designed to be played and sold in large numbers, unlike sports cards, not collected for rarity. Exactly, you guys. That is why I now only strictly collect limited run games and super rare games. When the company says it's for collectors, that's how I know that I should collect it. I am a true collector and gamer and do not support video game grading companies. You do what you want with your games. Just don't expect a true collector to tell you how pretty your picture of plexiglass games is. As a true collector, I could care less about plexiglass video games. I don't know where he's seeing or getting graded games using plexiglass, but I agree with his sentiment fully. Yes, it did seem kind of fishy. I even said to my friends, they have got to be making these selling prices up to promote grading. This guy was so confident that something was up, he even mentioned it to his friends. People also speculate that former employees from KB Toys or any game store may have multiple copies of sealed Mario 64s. These games aren't rare and WATA is just inflating the value of these sealed copies. WATA Games with a D has been lying to you and they've been lying to me, and Mario 64 has since flooded the market. I don't know, you guys. This has just been all very eye-opening for me, and I need to reconsider everything. Sorry for everything this channel's been. I don't know.